Hi there, it's Steph. Thanks for popping by. So today I'm showing you how I did the swatches for my little Brusho pots. I'd been thinking about buying another medium for a while. I tried Ganzai Tambe, it wasn't really for me. And I saw this powder medium. I saw people doing really cool things with it, so I thought I wanted to try it. And I got lucky enough, I found someone on eBay selling theirs, barely used, for a good price. So I thought, oh, let's try that. So as you can see, put the little pins in it. I made a hole and I'm trying to get the powder out. It's a good way to get some powder out, but not too much, and not to get too much powder all over the place. That's what I found using this I'm going to call it paint because it is dry paint, powder paint. I tend to put some everywhere, so some of my pretty cards ended up really stained, so that's something you need to be really careful about, particularly when using the spray. It just flies all over the place. You have to clean your mat regularly, so bear that in mind. But when you use a brush, if you put the powder in, I'm not sure it's called, that artist palette that separates a color, it's much better. You don't get near as many stains, so that's something to invest in if you're planning on using Brusho, I think. So anyway, here I do the swatches. The colors are interesting, the way they melt. You see that purple? You first see the pink, and then the blue kind of seems to melt a bit after, so it turns purple afterwards. It's interesting, and the black one as well. You can see all the different colors. I think there's some white, some red, some yellow, sorry, some red, and maybe even some blue. And once that's melted, that kind of looks black. So you really need to dilute it to get like the final color. So don't be in a rush. Take your time. I found that I use far too much powder. Someone suggested that on Instagram because I was really struggling, and it is true. I was using too much powder. So if you do try this medium, don't use too much powder and not too much water either. So take your time, learn how to use it, practice. I mean, it's really pretty the way it looks right now when you see the color kind of flowing through the water. But that result doesn't really last because once it's all melted, the colors intensify quite a lot. I put far too much there. You can see it gets really, really dark. It doesn't really separate the colors like I was aiming. So something to bear in mind. Be gentle with the pigment, don't use too much. But I mean, it's very pigmented, on the opposite of distressing that tend to be, for me, a bit lighter, particularly if you use them from the ink pads, not from the Raincoat. It tends to be a bit more intense. This medium, the Brusho, is very, very, very pigmented. So you won't use as much and it will last forever. So I hope you find that interesting. I have a few cards coming using that medium. And thank you for popping by. Have a great day. Bye.